G'day, it's Rob here again. Well, quite a while back, in fact a long while back, I did a video showing how you can hold screws, bolts, small bolts or screws, regardless of the type of head, and get them into awkward places. You know, say you're working up under the car dashboard, or you're trying to get inside of a cupboard, or the screw just is hard to get in. You can't hold it with the bladed screwdriver, and sometimes even a Phillips head screwdriver won't grip it. But particularly single slotted screws, doesn't matter which way you put them on the screwdriver, they'll fall off unless the tip is heavily magnetised, which most aren't. And if it's stainless steel screw, it probably won't grip it anyway, or brass or something like that. So yeah, you're stuffed really. And it can be really frustrating trying to get screws into position. But there's a way around it. And I'll show you something that I inherited from my father, who was a motor mechanic all his life and in the military through all through World War II. And it's a cunning little gadget that is like a bladed screwdriver, but it's not a bladed screwdriver. And it will grip any of these screws. Doesn't matter how big they are or small they are, up to well, this size anyway. And yeah, it's something I doubt many people will have seen before. I don't know if you can still buy them. I had a look on eBay, on internet, eBay everywhere. I couldn't see them. Nobody seems to sell them. But it was something that was around back in the 40s, and it's a handy gadget. I'll show you. Okay, here it is. There's a long version and there's a short version. Obviously, they both got their uses. And the way they work is quite unique. I'll come in close to the tip. Right, so unlike an ordinary screwdriver, which has got the blade tip going full width, on these, the blade tip is actually in three pieces. It's got a fixed outer section on each side, and it's got a rotating middle section which also retracts or can be retracted, and it's spring loaded. So here it is in the open position, and here it is in the lock position. The way it works is you put your screw head up against it, so this goes into the screw slot. You then press against the screw. That releases a lock cam dog on the back here, which shoots the middle section forward and also twists it at the same time, so that it actually jams in the slot using the two sides here to locate it, but the centre section twists and jams in the slot and grips it. It works very well, and it will work on any size screw. I'll demonstrate. Here we have a big screw. Put it in, press it, presto, it grips it. Now these are only for starting screws. They're not for doing them up tight. It's just a matter of get them in the hole, get them started, and then you just pull it off. Off it comes. You can see how that nose works. Alright, we'll try it on a small one. Same thing. Just fit it in, push it, and it locks it. It locks on quite strongly. That's pretty strong. And then to get it off, you just twist it longitudinally, and it just pulls out, or just pull it back. So there you go. There's something you've probably never seen before. I think it's really handy if you're using slot-headed screws. You might be able to grip bigger Phillips headed screws with them. Some of them have got totally cross-slotted heads on them as well, so you can use them for a Phillips head screwdriver or a blade type screwdriver. But these are really made for flat head, slot type, single slot type screws. So anyway, there's something you may never have seen, something to watch out for. I've never seen them for sale anywhere, but they could be out there. And I had a look on the internet, but couldn't see them, but then maybe I wasn't searching for the right name. Okay, that's it for me. Hope you found it interesting. We'll see you next time. Cheers.